That's enough waiting around. It's time to get started. Let's see. Where's my stylus? There it is. What's a nice purple name? Alright, the story so far. After witnessing the disappearance of the crowd in Pumpkin Park, Layton and friends are warned of a final dark miracle. Our heroes prepare themselves for a final showdown with the masked gentleman. Chapter 7, The Reunion Inn. Yeah, Doom levels should be good. Looks good so far.
Where the masked gentleman was set to perform his next miracle.
The Reunion Inn.
It happened so quickly and right before our eyes. Everyone in the park had vanished. The masked gentleman then announced that his final miracle would be visible all over town, and then he disappeared.
What a fucking guy. I can't believe he disappeared on us.
The stage is set for the masked gentleman to unveil his final act.
I'm gonna blow up the city. We need a rubber band. Where should we start today, Professor? I'm not sure yet. Emmy, do you think people were aware of the masked gentleman's presence in the amusement park yesterday? Well, Inspector Grosky didn't seem to notice, although that may not mean much. There must have been some trick to the whole thing, right, Professor? Most probable. Let's see what we can find. Whoa, that's a lot of puzzle. I have 66 puzzles. Hopefully I shouldn't need too many to beat the game. I think it's 70. Where should we begin today? I doubt the investigation's just going to come to us. Master Layton, please wait up. Gonzalez, whatever is the matter? I stand corrected. The police have cleared Master Dalston. Has he been released yet? Yes, he has just returned to the mansion. How can I ever thank you? Gonzalez, I don't believe I did anything to merit any thanks. But of course you did. Even when all townspeople suspected Master Dalston, you continued to pursue the true villain. And for that you have earned my gratitude. Ah, well, I'm glad to help in any way. Dalston is an old friend. You're a true gentleman. Now, if you'll excuse me, Master Dalston is waiting for me in the mansion. Please do drop by if you have the time. Gonzalez cares quite a bit for Mr. Dalston. If Dalston has been released, it must mean that news of yesterday's incident reached the police station. We should speak with Dalston. Perhaps the police told him something about the case. Indeed, let's go speak with Dalston. Yeah, that guy was very angular. I wish I was angular. What if I could help you? Ah, Master Layton, please come in. Master Dalston has been eagerly awaiting your arrival.
Thank you for your help with the police, Layton. I suppose I owe you one. But I still haven't forgotten your initial suspicions about me being the culprit.
Yes, I do apologize for that, but my duty is to respect the facts at hand. Did the police say anything when they released you?
Yeah, they said they have no idea what's going on. They're back to square one.
I see. Well, if you'll excuse us, we must...
Layton, I'm glad you're here. I'd like to properly thank you.
That's very kind, but no need.
Will you just climb up for a second and let me say what I gotta say? Sheesh, whatever you want, Layton, just name it. I owe you.
Thank you, Dalston. I'll keep that in mind.
So, where are you in your investigation?
The masked gentleman appeared last night at Pumpkin Park. We're heading back there now to see if we missed anything from yesterday.
Well, keep me informed. I would like to not be left in the dark on this. That way I can prepare myself if I'm falsely accused again.
Yes, of course, I'll... Left in the dark, of course. That's how the masked gentleman pulled it off. Thank you, Dalston.
I'm not sure what you're thanking me for, but you're welcome.
Let's pay another visit to Pumpkin Park.
What is it, Professor? Sounds like he's figured something out, but he doesn't want to share just yet. This is the best part of the investigation. So exciting.
Now, which way was Pumpkin Park? Was it this? I think it's this way. It's like north of here.
Ah, Professor Layton, so good to see you.
You as well. I hope things have been a little quieter lately.
Actually, yes, I was taking this moment to reflect on the casino's recent growth. See, when this casino was first built, this town was just a small oasis in the desert. But things changed dramatically when other casinos were built, hotels too. It was Mr. Lador's benefactor who made all this possible.
Henry's benefactor?
Yes, that's what I've heard. Apparently this benefactor passed away some time ago.
I was not aware of that.
Guess even Professor Layton learned something new today.
Why would Henry keep this a secret?
Stop by the casino when you have some time. I got a puzzle I'd love to share.
Why can't you give it to me now? Dalston does have big Wario energy.
What was youngest Harry was saying? Oh, stand, just saying.
It's hard to believe this was just part of the desert 18 years ago.
I've seen many expeditions that moved their camp from my village to this town. As they trekked across the desert, they'd bring puzzles to help pass the time.
I hated sand.
It was rough and coarse, and it got everywhere.
Free lunch. Every day, colleagues A, B, and C spin a wheel to determine who will pay for lunch. The wheel is divided into 3 segments worth the number of points indicated in the picture. They spin the wheel 6 times. Each time, all 3 of them receive points according to which segment lands on them. Whoever has the fewest total points at the end has to pick up the bill. Today, A has ended up with 13 points. If no 2 people finished with the same score, who had to pay for lunch? Alright, let's see. So, they rolled it 6 times, and the maximum points is 3. Then the max score would be 18. It also means that Wheel of Lunches also means that there's 6 points available per spin, so they spin 6 times and there's 36 points in existence. So then if A got 13 points and then so let's see, minus 13, then there would be 23 left, I think. And then from there could be like, Let's see. What could 13 points be a combo of? Could be 3, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. Does that work? Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. And then I think that's like the only combo that could get 13. So then from there, let's see. So then this would be, so if A got those scores, then B would get 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, and then 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2. So this would be 2, 4, 6, 7, 13. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 10. That doesn't check out, because it said that no two people got the same score, right? Yeah, so... Whoops, nope. So that wasn't the way that A got 13. It had to be some other way. So maybe it was like... Whoops. My hands are jittery. Let's see, how many... Could be like 5 2s and a 3, I guess. So let's see, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. A, C. Let's see. Yeah, because that's 10 plus 3. So if A got that, then, let's see. Then B would get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2. And then C would get 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1. So, what was it? Who pays for lunch? Person with the fewest total points, so that would be B. B got destroyed by luck. Rolled 1 5 times in a row.
I remember when Travers needed to find a spring to make her across the desert. We got a river back home. Comes from a spring here in Montador.
There must be an underground waterway flowing through this area then.
That's right, it's all connected. Everything's connected if you think about it. My beard may be connected to the parade here.
I didn't see this conversation going into philosophical matters of facial hair. Thanks, old man. Now I'm going to the amusement park. Enough fun old man dialogue. I have a mystery to solve. Was it all just a dream? This place looks perfectly normal. At first glance, yes. However, I think we should take a closer look at that snout. If you say so, Professor. Not much of a change from last night. Even in the daytime, this place is pitch black. I can barely see an inch in front of my face. I believe that was key to what happened here yesterday. Professor, what are you doing? Exactly as I thought. The masked gentleman certainly isn't shy when it comes to elaborate schemes. What do you mean by that? Quite clever indeed. While the masked gentleman had our attention, he rotated the floor. Thus, we exited through a door on the opposite wall. How did he do that? I'll bet my hat that on the other side of this door we'll find an exact replica of Pumpkin Park. An exact and very empty replica. You've got to be kidding me. It's a simple solution, but hard to imagine. Who would ever suspect a replica park behind the real park? I can see him hiding a rotating floor in this tower, but how did he hide the creation of an entire amusement park? What year do I think Layton takes place in? I don't know. It's a really good question. I feel like it's probably like early 2000s. So this park was empty all along. That seems to be the case. Come, let's head back to the real park. No one knows how. These are the mysteries. The masked gentleman used the darkness and tops the tower to disorientate us. He led us to an exact but empty replica of the park to make it appear that the crowd had vanished. The concept was as simple as the execution was extravagant. The masked gentleman will go to any length. But how did he... First of all, like, was that land back behind the park just undeveloped? And then who did he hire to build a new amusement park back there?
What a treat, what a pleasure to see you again. I got a story for you.
Okay, Murphy. 1 second. I'm back. My dad needed something. Alright. So I piqued your interest then.
Excellent, but I can't just give you something for nothing. This is business.
Oh, is it?
It is. I'll tell you more if you solve this puzzle. It'll be worth it in the end, trust me.
Puzzle 117, Ride Rotation. A girl tries spinning a teacup ride, beloved at amusement parks across the world. There are 4 sauces on the ride's base and 4 cups on each sauce. The base, sauce, and cups each take 20 seconds to make one complete clockwise rotation. If the girl in the picture is facing east now, which way will she be facing after the cup has spun for 15 seconds? Alright, let's see. So they all take 20 seconds to make a full rotato. Let's see. So this will be right here. And then she will be in this cup here, which would be here. And then if she's facing this way, she will spin that way, which would be down. South.
I believe I have this one. Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
Well, I guess I have to tell you now. Yes, that was the deal, I believe. Mr. Lador's fortune has skyrocketed at truly amazing levels. He's now climbing the list of the world's richest people. Ever since Mr. Dalston was detained by the police, customers have been shunning his hotels and businesses. It's gotten to the point where you could reasonably say that Mr. Lador owns this entire town. That arrest definitely benefited Mr. Lador. I bet my reputation on it. Professor, it was Henry who took the police to arrest Dalston in the first place. Indeed. Murphy, do you know who was behind the construction of Pumpkin Park? Was there a single person who was in charge of its construction? Well, basically, that's all Mr. Lador. He issues the permits for every construction project. Lately, he's been pouring money into new buildings like his wet cement, but the masked gentleman definitely concerned him. With all this expansion, he certainly can't afford to drop off in business right now. Oh my, look at the time. As a city accountant, I have enough work for 3 people. Farewell for now. He talks enough for 3 people too, which is odd considering how much confidential information he knows. It seems that Henry's investing in several facilities here in Monedor. I would like to check with Henry to see if that is actually true. Good idea, Professor. Let's head to the Lador house and ask him about it. Alright. Let's go. I'm gonna take the train. Whoa, hang on. Pull it back. Look at this. Look at the arms on this guy. Holy shit. Big arm. Wait, no, this is not it. This is the mayor's house. Not house, this is the city hall where the mayor is. Herschel, I feel that we'll never discover the masked gentleman's true identity. If only we could find this mask of order, then perhaps it would all end. I'm not certain we can trust the masked gentleman on that. Well, it certainly sounds like it is just as important as the Mask of Chaos, at least. Yes, I've read that the Mask of Chaos and the Mask of Order hold a great power when they are paired with one another. We know the police aren't going to be any help in the matter. If finding a mask can save this town, we must do it. I thought Henry might have it among his treasure, but he maintains that he doesn't. Henry is hiding something. I don't like it. Angela, I couldn't help but notice. Did something happen to your pendant? Pendant? Oh, it fell off somewhere. The chain must have broken. It was getting old anyway. I was thinking about buying a replacement. I see. Well, maybe it's for the best. Angela, is Henry here? I'd like to speak with him if that's all right. Yes, he's in his study. Thank you. So yeah, this is probably the most obvious fake person in the entire series.
Layton, I'm a very busy man, so I can only give you a moment. What can I do for you?
Thank you, Henry. I'd like to ask you a few questions about yesterday's incident.
I gave a full report to the police. They're now investigating what happened.
Yes, we did some investigating of our own as well. We discovered an exact replica of Pumpkin Park, right behind the original one. It's an evil Shaggy. It is. He does look like evil Shaggy.
What on earth are you talking about?
Topsy Tower has a rotating floor. Last night we were turned around without realizing it before we exited into a different park. While we stood there in the dark, the masked gentleman tricked us yet again. We were so intent on chasing after him that we didn't realize we were walking right into his next act.
Forgive me if I find this hard to imagine, but nothing gets built in this town without my authorization.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. You have been investing quite a bit recently into construction projects across town, yes? Expanding while the future of Montedor is so uncertain is an interesting choice. Why not wait until this masked gentleman business is over before expanding?
Layton, I believe I've told you this before, but I do not need to explain myself to you. The town of Montedor is under my protection, and I will do as I see fit.
Of course, Henry. However, in order to conduct my work, I need to know what you know.
What I know? How quaint. Layton, you proceed with your investigation as you see fit. Most everyone in town will give you their full cooperation if you mention my name. If you need something, just say that I authorized it. But that is all I can do for you. I have my own work to conduct in this matter.
Of course, Henry. Thank you for your time.
I must take my leave of you. Feel free to investigate my study in my absence if you wish. I have nothing to hide. If you find anything useful, you may take it.
Should we investigate the study? There may be information about the park construction or notes on the masked gentleman. We should search every inch of this place. We may be missing something here. Henry is hiding something from us, that is clear. All along I thought it had something to do with the masked gentleman. We may have made a very big mistake. What do you mean by that?
Henry, is someone here? Oh, we have a guest. Yes, you look quite familiar. Do I know you?
Are you? My goodness, what a surprise. Speak to the elderly woman. That's a command for gamers, if I ever seen one.
Herschel, Layton, is that you? Why, what happened to your hair?
Professor? Yes, of course it's me. Emmy, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Ascot, Randall's mother. Oh, pleasure to meet you. My, it certainly has been a long time. What are you doing here?
After Randall died, Henry and I tried to find the body so that we could put Randall to rest, but we never found it. We spent my fortune scouring every inch of that terrible place. I lost everything.
And you still didn't find them. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I couldn't stand being in that old house. Too many memories. So we left Stansbury and came here with Henry. After Mr. Ascot passed away, Henry insisted that I stay with him. I had no one else, so I accepted, and here I am. Over the years, Henry has paid all of my debts. He's also prepared for Randall's return, should that ever happen.
Henry never mentioned any of this to me.
Oh, you know, Henry likes to keep to himself, Herschel. If he doesn't feel it's worth bringing up, he never will. I respect that about him.
Yes, as do I.
But, Herschel, can you please be kind to him? He's done so much for me. I don't think he has ever fully accepted Randall's death.
I see. Yes, Mrs. Ascot, I will do my best to respect Henry's wishes, and I will try to protect him if I can.
If this masked man knew what Henry was really like, none of this would be happening. If Randall were alive, he could protect Henry. They were practically brothers. This town is Randall's town too, you know.
Yes, I'm sure Randall will be doing his best to stop the masked gentleman.
Who are you talking to, Herschel?
Angela, come in, please.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt. Please don't worry, Angela. I was about to have lunch, and look who I ran into. Yes, I thought I'd call you before your food got cold, but if you two would like to talk.
No, that's all right. I just realized that we must be on our way. Already? I'm sure Henry will be back before long, Herschel. Oh no, my business with Henry is done. I just remembered something I must attend to. Very well, Herschel. I know you'll find the Mask of Order and save this town. Yes, well, I shall do my best, Angela. Continue the investigation. Oh, he's just standing here.
Leaving already? I was just making tea.
Yes, do forgive me. I'm certainly not one to pass up a cup of tea unless I must.
Well, no matter. We'll have another opportunity when everything is resolved.
Professor, what did you suddenly remember that we have to attend to? Did you think of a new lead? Perhaps. Do you know where the masked gentleman will appear next? We need to speak with the mayor. I want to check on something. So back to City Hall then. Remember when I said that we may have made a very big mistake? We're about to find out if I was right. Hey. Hello, Layton. Come to join our little clue gathering party. I do so love the excitement of things happening around me. Mayor, we need some information. Oh, urgent request for knowledge. Wonderful. How can I help you? I need to see all of the land deeds and ownership papers for any assets under the control of Henry Lador. Now, hold on there, Layton. I can't just give you that unless does that have something to do with the masked gentleman? Yes. Henry has asked that I receive as much cooperation as possible here. Mayor, this information may save every voter in town. Oh, well, if Henry's a grant you access, then who am I to interfere? Plus, it sounds like I'll be a hero in an election year. Just let me verify this with Mr. Lador. You solve this puzzle in the meantime. Evenly matched 3. You want to cut the 6x6 chessboard into 4 sections of the same shape, have an equal area, and each contain 4 pawns. This time around, you want 2 white and 2 black in each section. Can you work out how to do it? Alright, let's see. Solutions can be rotated but not mirrored. No, that wouldn't work. Ah, that almost worked. That doesn't work, though. Do not cut the chessboard. I will cut the chessboard. You cannot stop me. Nope, that don't work. Hmm. This one's really close, but it doesn't quite work. Hmm. This one's really getting me. Hmm. This isn't a terrible idea. Ah, almost. Let me see if I make it like this. There we go. Just gotta make a bunch of backwards Fs.
I believe I have this one.
That took a while. That was annoying.
Puzzles is truly a pleasure.
Well, that's proof enough for me. No need to verify things. I'll get you that information. Michelle, can you please fetch me everything we have pertaining to the assets of Mr. Lador? Sure, let me just snap my fingers and make those hundreds of forms appear. Good thing I already had them pulled for you here. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Ah, here we are. This document details the ownership of all property controlled by Mr. Lador. Those are, those are cancerous growths on his nose, I'm pretty certain. Fascinating, so it is true. I trust you will respect the Lador family's privacy in this matter. It is extremely sensitive material. I can make you a copy if you need one, as long as you promise to take good care of it. No, they are flesh. He has one animation where he like pinches them together. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, just the person I was looking for. Mr. Layton, please meet us in the briefing room. The chief would like a word.
Understood, thank you. Nope. Don't want to look at the slide projector.
It seems a masked gentleman showed up above the pass last night. We heard about it from Mr. Lador.
Yes, Chief, that's correct. This case is still quite open. The masked gentleman made it seem like everyone in the park vanished and then just reappeared. Chief Shevald, we need to act quickly before the next dark miracle.
As much as I don't want to admit it, I think you're right, Layton, and I need a snack. This doesn't mean that Dalston's cleared, but we did have to let him go, and we do need to broaden our search here.
Have you had any recent developments?
Detective Bloom was at the racetrack. He said he found something there. In fact, he's probably still there if you want to catch up with him after this is awful.
We'll head straight there. Oh yeah, the character designs in this one are very wild. They are definitely having fun with the fact that they can make 3D models now. Oh my, it's already dark out. Must find where the masked gentleman will strike next, and quickly.
Layton, why didn't you tell me that the masked gentleman was at the reunion inn? How could you keep this from me?
At the reunion inn? Well, that's news to me, Inspector.
Haven't you talked to Bloom yet? The masked gentleman is hiding in the hotel that overlooks the entire town. That must be his next target.
We were on our way to catch up with Detective Bloom.
When you're done there, meet me at the reunion inn. ASAP, pronto, immediately. I, Grosky, out.
It's not dark out now, it's just a fake town behind the police station, and the station just rotated. The reunion inn. Alright, I gotta go to the racetrack. I cannot go back. We determined who took the horse cart. And did this information lead you to the masked gentleman's identity? I'm afraid we weren't quite that lucky. Seems our man blended in with the folks who came to check on the horses. He has a gift for disguises, apparently. He and his associates broke apart the cart and then told Miss Lador it needed to be repaired. When they finished using it for the statues, they brought it back and reassembled it. Bloom, what exactly do you believe is the masked gentleman's intention? He wants the Mask of Order. Is it true that it has some kind of special power? If so, we must prepare for something big. Something big and malicious. Inspector Grosky told us he believes the masked gentleman is at the reunion inn. All evidence points to that hotel. It's the perfect location for his purposes. I believe he is in there somewhere, preparing. There's a stop near here for the Montador tram that goes to the reunion inn. I need to check a few leads. Would you mind meeting Grosky at the reunion inn? Of course. I wanted to speak with you first before doing so. I appreciate that, Layton. Your respect for proper procedure is refreshing. Now, please excuse me. I have a few leads to pursue.
He seems quite thorough about investigating every possibility. I guess that's what elite detectives do.
What other leads could he be talking about?
Is he working on something else?
I can't imagine.
What is it, Professor?
Based on what we've witnessed so far, I had considered Henry to be the main suspect. But now it seems that it's just what the masked gentleman wanted me to do. All along, he's been trying to attack Henry with his clever use of these little tricks. He knew that when his tricks were exposed, all of the clues would lead to Henry.
So, the masked gentleman, whoever he is trying to frame Henry Lador. But if it isn't Dalston, who could it be?
I don't know. Not yet, anyway. Let's head to the reunion inn. According to Detective Bloom, the tram goes straight to the reunion inn.
How do we get the tickets?
I'll explain. Bro, I know how to use the tram.
Yep, nothing to it. I'm excited to see the reunion inn after all we've heard about it. Let's get our tickets.
Operating the Montador tram is simple. Oh, it's cutscene time.
This is the reunion inn? It looks more like a castle out of a fairy tale than a hotel. Professor, how will we ever find the masked gentleman hiding inside of that place?
One room at a time, I suppose.
You've arrived at Reunion Inn. Check this place out. Big. Big, tall, huge. This is the tower. Maybe overdoing it a little bit. Coin. Another coin. Nope. I am not riding the tram. What gentleman is this that graces my presence? I have been waiting to see you again. That is a reunion inn. Rumors say that if you stay here, soon you should be reunited with an old friend. And now it seems the rumors are true. I suppose you're right, Aldous. My good man, now is the time when I check how many puzzles you've done. Let's see. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot let you set foot in the reunion inn until you've solved at least 75 puzzles. Ah, I see. I'm afraid true friends must show tough love from tough time to tough time. We'll find a few more puzzles and come back once we've solved at least 75. I'm sure this won't be a problem for the esteemed Professor Layton. Alright, well that was close. I have 69 now, which is nice, but not nice enough, unfortunately. Alright. I'll just go solve some old puzzles from the house. Let's see. Let's do this one. Puzzle 69. Oh, and this one's easy too. Let's see. Just gotta remember how to do these things. There we go.
Just a
Pizza.
dash of puzzle solving here. A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
No, you whore, the pizza. Pattern pending. A school teacher called a bright pupil up to the front of the class and asked him this. You see these 5 patterns, each one is made with 2 L's. None of them rotations or mirror versions of any other, yet they all have something in common. Using these 2 L's, can you make another pattern that shares the common feature of the other 5? Yep, I can do that. Pretty sure it's this.
How about this? Puzzles are
Staircase.
made to be
They all fold up into a cube. From the sidelines. Alright, this one's easy. A little boy was walking around town when he came to a stop and just watched people move around for a bit. They were moving around in 3 distinct patterns as shown. The people he watched were in profile the entire time they were watching. Where was the boy watching from? Circle your answer on the map. Let's do some viewer participation. Which one of these was it? Which one do you think it is? Black spots in my vision be like. You don't know? Jared, you got any idea? Camille, if they're watching. Your brain's too small right now, that's fair. The answer is the park.
I believe I have this one. Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
Big brain time. All you need is a bike pump. Brainflation. Puzzle 43 evenly matched. Okay. They have one each. Let's see. There we go. They're all this weird shape.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
I don't even know what shape this is. I guess it's like a T sort of shape. Suit crates. My favorite Greek scholar, suit crates. Form a card suit. Okay. Easy peasy.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Your eyes are seeing line defs and sectors. That's fun. You're getting Tetris affected. Puzzle 51, Dandy Bears. Here's a 3x3 grid of some very dapper teddy bears indeed. They look like they're arranged in some kind of pattern. Which bear fits into the square? Let's see. Let's see. Well, you would have to have the circle glasses, so it's not P. You'll have a blue beret, so it's not C. And then you have a green tie, so it's D.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
Alright, that's 75. We're done. Back to the story. This stream might be over quicker than I expected. I might have to think of something to do afterwards, or just have like a really short stream. Oh, you've returned. I've impatiently awaiting your dapper style. So, how many puzzles have you solved? Fantastic, beautiful, the most good, true, and learned gentleman you are. I touch my hair with glee. You've not betrayed my expectations. Go ahead into the reunion. I'll watch over you from here, ever your friend. Thanks, bro. Thanks for gatekeeping me. So this is the Reunion Inn. It's so much bigger than our hotel. Now, this is true luxury. I gather Henry has some special feelings for this hotel. You can tell just from its name. So this is where it all began for Henry. No, it all began in New Jersey. This hotel was an expansion of the first building that Henry put up while he was searching for Randall. He never gave up hope that he would meet his friend again. Wow. Yes, Henry never gave up. Welcome to the Reunion Inn. Ah, yes, thank you. We've been expecting you, Professor. Mr. Lador informed us you suspect the masked villain to be hiding here somewhere. Why, thank you, Morty. Would it be possible for us to investigate the premises here? Yes, of course. You want that car found before you can strike again. Just one condition. I know that Mrs. Lador invited you to Moneydor, so I'm willing to give you a chance. However, it's also my understanding that you've suspected Miss Lador in our recent incidents here. I can't cooperate with you until I'm certain I can trust you. To convince me your intentions are true, I'd like you to solve this puzzle. Mystery room. The numbers on the door of room 2134 in this hotel have mysteriously gone missing. In their place, management is using long rectangular plates. If the 2, 1, 3, and 3 are represented by the plates shown, which of the plates A to D should be used in place of the 4? Let's see. I assume that it would have to be D, because I think they're all done in inverse. So like you have the square here, then you have a line here and a line here. You can make it 2, and a square, and then you take the really thick one here and a really thick one here. You get a 1, and then here you would get 3, and then to make a 4, you'd have to be like. You'd have to do that. So I think it's D.
I believe I have this one. Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
Simply splendid, Professor. I'll assist you in any way I can. It's the largest hotel in Montidor. We also have the most rooms. Just ask if you need help navigating this place. It's reassuring to have you on our side. I prepared a room guide for you on the touch screen below. Just indicate the room you want to search and I'll guide you there. If you want to leave the reunion, and tap the door icon in the upper right corner. I can't thank you enough, Morty. It's my pleasure. After all, our motto is arrive as a stranger, depart as a friend. Let me know if you need anything else. I know every inch of this hotel. Whoops. Are there any rooms here that Henry or Angela use regularly? I would say indeed there are. May I show you to Mr. Lador's office? Please lead the way. Very well, follow me then. Office. This looks a bit different than Henry's study at home. Mr. Lador conducts much of his research here. He's always rushing in and out. It's much more disorganized than I would expect from Mr. Lador. Are you sure Henry uses this room? Mr. Lador is a very busy man. He does not allow the cleaning staff in here. Along with research on the excavations in Moneydor, he keeps documents related to town administration here. Oh, well, if there are sensitive documents here, then perhaps we should clear this with Henry first. No, I'll speak for Mr. Lador here. You should know the truth. Mr. Lador would never do anything to harm Montidor. This room was filled with the plans and dreams of Mr. Lador. Every thought he had as he built Montidor is here. Mr. Lador has absolutely nothing to hide. Any suspicions you may still have about him can be cleared up here. Please, feel free to investigate this room as long as you'd like. This wall. Randall had this. It appears as if Henry's done his best to fully recreate Randall's research. There's also a back room here where Mr. Lador keeps all his files. Since you're already here, would you like to see it? I want your investigation to be as thorough as possible. Yes, of course. Thank you. Emmy, I'll go with Morty to investigate the file room. Luke, you two please investigate this room. Already on it, Professor. Morty, please lead the way. As you wish. Okay, Luke, let's see if we can search the entire room before the Professor returns. You got it. Let's be sure to inspect anything that looks suspicious. This vase is suspicious. Hotel registers. These list the names and rooms of the guests here. I doubt there are any clues in there about the masked gentleman. Right, even if he is here, we don't know what name he'd be under. Hey, what about this binder, Emmy? That's a book. A record of the masked gentleman's appearances. There are also copies of the warning letters and announcements. I guess Henry was trying pretty hard to catch the masked gentleman, too. Must be horrible watching someone trying to destroy what he spent years building. Yes, I suppose so. If the Professor and Henry had worked together all this time, they might have caught the masked gentleman by now. I think Henry felt betrayed when the Professor left Stansbury for London while he searched for Randall. Relationship between Henry and the professor is quite complicated. Being an adult sounds quite complicated. Yep. Is this like a step ladder? What's this here? Let's talk about how this is a ladder. Oh, there's a robot. Look at the kids in this photo. Wow, look at those kids. Incredible. Looks like Henry, but who's that next to him? Is that the professor? No, that must be Randall. It looks like they were very close. Look, this robot is the same one they're holding in the picture. Yes, it's rather old, but it's been kept in really good shape. Why keep it in his study? Must be a prized keepsake. Books. Ah, there's a puzzle. That's how you know this one's important. This looks like some sort of old journal. The cover's all faded. It says expedition log. Could this be the record for the search party that went out after Randall? There might be more information there about the Mask of Chaos. There's a photo stuck in here. Could it be a clue? Puzzle 128, Faded Photos. 4 dusty photos are kept in a barred old box of keepsakes. They're faded and hard to make out, but they all show the same place and seem to have been taken in a short space of time. In photo A, you can see a horse-drawn carriage traveling across the frame. Can you tell in which direction the carriage was headed? Well, it's... So I can only assume that we would know this based on whether the sun in the picture is setting or rising. And then also the direction that it's going in D is that way. So let's see. It looks like A and D happen before B and C because there's an extra leaf on that plant. Which means that the sun is setting. And it sets in the west, right? And so, if this way is west, because that's where the sun's going down, then the horse going this way would be, it would be going south.
Please, allow me. An assistant can solve a puzzle or two.
The fact that it's in this journal must mean it was taken during one of the expeditions. If this is a record of the expedition to find Randall, there may be something about the Mask of Chaos in here. Let's take a look. We made the inn at the Oasis our base of operations. Today we're going to search the ruins for the lost boy. The ruins are a dark and ominous place. If there wasn't such a large reward, I doubt that anyone would come down here. This is definitely one of the most dangerous expeditions I've ever been on. We were only a small team at first, but now we have several dozen members. Many men descend into the narrow entrance in the Oasis daily, all hoping to find anything of the lost boy. We didn't find him, but what we did find was, I can't find the words, a treasure, a pile of gold and silver, big enough to make your eyes pop. That was when Henry, the leader of the expedition, increased the reward for finding the lost boy even further. So we pressed on, exploring deeper and deeper into the ruins. Eventually we found a strange room with 2 mysterious platforms. We created a platform that allows us to descend directly into this chamber from a spot near the inn. However, it seems that this chamber is the final room in this vast underground complex. I fear our search for this Randall fellow will soon come to a fruitless end. It's been over a year now since the boy went missing. The ancient silence of these ruins reminds me just how fragile life truly is. Wow. So they never found him. He mentions making camp at an oasis, so this was before Monte Dole was fully established. Do you think that Henry actually quit looking for Randall? Considering the state of this room, no, I don't think he ever quit. I think we found all we can use from this journal. Alright. Swords! Whoa, those swords are really cool. If you inspect the hilts, you'll see they're part of a puzzle. You're right, let me add it. Sword puzzle. Puzzle 127, Ace of Diamonds. Of the 3 famous swords here, one is a legendary Ace of Diamonds. Those who have faced it in battle all call it so. Can you work out which one it is? It's probably A. Because if the way the sword is shaped, if you looked at the hilt from the point of view of it getting pointed at you, it would probably look like an Ace of Diamonds card.
Let me have a shot. I'm the professor's apprentice.
Yeah, like that. In 3D! Whoa! Wow, that's really weird. When I turn the 3D slider on, the capture just kind of wiggles to the left a little bit. I guess it's only capturing, like, the right eye. It's part of it. Or whatever. Do you think the swords have anything to do with the masked gentleman? Doubtful. I'd say they're just souvenirs. Alright, now for the big map. This vault's covered in strange writing. Professor said it looked just like a wall in Randall's room. You don't suppose he had the wall removed and then brought here, do you? Perhaps. Wow, it could contain key information about the ruins, but it's all in some sort of code. Can you read what it says? Ha! Maybe if I had a library on hand and a few years to spare. He must have had some reason for bringing it here other than just trying to decipher the writing. Right, if that's all he cared about, he could just taken a picture of it. So, have you two found anything? We most certainly have, Professor. It's a log from an expedition that was searching for Randall. We also found a journal that Henry's been keeping. Good work. I also found something. Is that the Mask of Chaos? But it was stolen from Henry's study. Does this mean Henry's been the masked gentleman all along? Wait, so the mask was never stolen at all? Well, not exactly. But it was taken from the Lador estate and hidden here. But why would Henry hide the mask? It wasn't Henry who did it. Who hid it. I'm so confused. Perhaps that isn't the Mask of Chaos. Is that actually the Mask of Order, the one that the masked gentleman is after? Not quite. I thought I was going to find a replica of the Mask of Chaos here, a fake. But to my surprise, the mask I found here is actually the genuine Mask of Chaos. It seems that someone has hidden it here, but the question is, why? And is the masked gentleman even aware of this? I don't have the answers yet, but I know there is a deep connection between these questions and the next dark miracle. There was something else here that I found to be very interesting. What's this? What's it say? Is this a map of Monte d'Or? Looks much different than it does today. This old perspective map shows how things would look as development progressed. It also reveals a rather fascinating secret about Monte d'Or. Notice anything odd about those ruins? Now that you mention it, they seem to form a pattern. This is why the masked gentleman has been so intent on finding the Mask of Order. Why? Before I explain, we need a bit more evidence to confirm my suspicion. According to Bloom, the masked gentleman is somewhere in this hotel. Morty, are there any other rooms that may be of interest to us? Actually, Professor, I just remembered I had something I was asked to hold for you. Sorry for the trouble, would you mind returning to the lobby with me? Of course not, Morty. I was instructed to give this to you. What is it? It was left at the front desk with a letter addressed to you. Really? What book is it, Professor? Very interesting. It looks like the masked gentleman has sent us another message. A long time ago, there was a small kingdom surrounded by a forest. 5 friends who lived near a castle spent their time fishing in the river and playing in the lush grassy fields. One day they went exploring to the top of the tallest hill in the land, and there they found a treasure of silver and gold. The friends divided the treasure between them, and 4 of them spent their riches through the years. But one friend decided to bury his share of the treasure in a fine place, surrounded by green and pleasing to the eye. He did this so he could go searching for treasure with his friends again. He did it so he would never forget the feeling of embarking on an adventure. He did it so the 5 friends would always have a reason to be together. This boy knew that people change when they grow up. When he finished burying his treasure, he fell asleep by a window, fully content and blanketed in the glow of the moonlight. The end. Take a look here. It's a children's story. A kingdom surrounded by forest, 5 friends, a treasure of silver and gold. Luke, does this story sound familiar to you? No, I had a big book of fairy tales at home, but I don't remember this one. Story feels unfinished. It doesn't have a proper ending. It may be an allegory of sorts, perhaps about the masked gentleman himself. What's he trying to tell us? Uh-oh. Professor, the lights went out. Stay calm, Luke. I expect this is the masked gentleman's handiwork. He has been waiting for us. And this book is his invitation to find him. This all one big game to him? We need to act quickly here. Let's go, Professor. Let's see if there are any clues in this story that will help us find him. He must be here in the hotel somewhere. Perhaps we need to find a room where he fell asleep by a window, fully content and blanketed in the glow of the moonlight. If he fell asleep, there must have been a place for him to lie down, obviously. Somewhere with a bed. Yes, somewhere with a bed. We're in a hotel, so it must be one of the guest rooms. And the bit about moonlight streaming through must mean we're looking for a room with a bed near a large window. I believe we have a room matching that description on the 3rd floor. Follow me. Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire Suites. Now what's the next game, Connor? Who are we gonna fleece next? You know, you're almost as brainless as you are ugly. Has all of that hair product frozen your brain?
What do you mean this hair is my brain?
I set everything up perfectly, but you always seem to find a way to mess things up.
You know what? I've had enough of your lip. How'd you like a knuckle sandwich with extra sandwich?
There's no need for fighting, gentlemen.
Hey, how'd you get in here?
Layton, what a pleasant intrusion. Might I ask what you're doing here in my hotel room?
You better get out here right now, bub, unless you want a sandwich with extra. Wait, how'd that go?
Yes, you are interrupting our confidential exit strategy session, Layton. Do you mind? My apologies, gentlemen. Please don't mind me. Plant. Look, we paid good, dirty money for this room. You can't just shove us aside and start poking around. It's just rude.
Yeah, if you want to search a room, you have to pay us for the privilege.
Okay. Give me your puzzle.
Since you keep getting up at our faces, it must mean you want to duke it out.
Perhaps some other time. Right now, I need your permission to search this room. Aren't we presumptuous? Of course, Layton, please rifle through my room as long as you solve this puzzle. Water, wood, fire. The cards in this tournament be each other as follows: fire, wood, water, fire. 4 players each draw 4 cards, which they have to play in order going from top to bottom. Both players in a match play 1 card. Whoever wins moves on to the final. But if it's a draw, the next cards are played. Used cards are discarded. At the end of a tournament, one player announces, I'd have won if I'd been allowed to swap wood for water and water for wood. Who said this? Let's see. So, let me just put this up there. So, this first one match was a tie, and then B beat A, and C beat D. So then next up was a tie, and then A beat C, or B beat C. So, let's see. So obviously wasn't B who was complaining. So then let's see. If we had someone swap wood for water and water for wood of these 3, who would have won? Let's see. So if we swapped like these two around, then it would be so then this would have been a tie, and then another tie, and then D would win. And then in the final, they would still lose anyway, so it's not that one. Let's try C. If he swapped this one for fire, or this one for water, and this one for wood, then he would get a tie, and then win. Then he would win overall. So I think the answer is A. Although maybe not. Maybe they're talking about all of their water and all of their wood. So let's see. If this is green, green, blue, then it would be they win, and then they tie the water, they tie the wood, and then they lose to water. So that could be it. And then if we swapped both of them for C, then it would be tie, tie, win. And then it would be that would beat water. So I think the answer is C.
Don't keep me in suspense.
There we go.
There is no puzzle without a solution.
Well, wow, you actually solved it.
Yes, indeed. Now, if you don't mind.
Way to go, Connor. I thought your plan's always so perfect. Put a sock in it.
Frankie, a dirty one. Go ahead, Layton. There's nothing of value left in here anyway.
We will be as quick as possible.
Could this be the fine place surrounded by green and pleasing to the eye?
Let's check it out. Move the plant. Got a coin. Couch. Here we go.
Professor, there was a book hidden behind the picture frame.
I see. So the place surrounded by green and pleasing to the eye is a green picture frame in this guest room.
Why didn't you just come out and say that? Let's see if this is another children's story.
This is the emerald room, so I'd expect it to be green. One day, a young boy found a wild dog in the woods near his village. The dog was hurt, so the boy took him in. As the dog healed, he grew to trust the boy. The two grew up together and became very close with one another. One day, the boy packed up his belongings so he could fulfill his dream of becoming a scholar. The dog was sad to see the boy go. The boy grew into a fine young man and became a famous scholar. Oh, hey, Mike. Yes, a pretty good stream title, right? Randall is dead, Crab Rave. When he returned, he was eager to show his family and his dog what he had made of himself, but when he arrived, he saw that his house was empty. The boy, now all grown up, saw an old man pass by and asked him what happened. The old man said that the family who lived in that house had been chased out years ago by a wild dog, and that's when the boy realized he had been betrayed by the one he trusted the most. He now had no home and no family to return to. With grief weighing heavily upon his heart, he disappeared into the woods, never to be seen again. Damn. The end. Wow, what a sad story. That's like a Black Mirror episode or something.
Well, that was a sad story.
Yes, clearly another allegory, but I'm not sure what it means.
So that last part must be designed to lead us to another room, right?
Yes, it seems that there's a wilderness theme here with the dog and the repeated images of the woods. Morty, are there any rooms here with a lot of plants or foliage in them?
Actually, yes, please follow me. Good call, Professor.
The conservatory. This is where Colonel Mustard killed the guy with a candlestick.
Certainly are a lot of plants in here. That one has flowers blooming, and that one's bearing fruit.
This
conservatory is the pride of our hotel. Careful monitoring and maintenance of the soil and air allows us to grow plants from all 4 seasons in one room here.
What amazing technology. It reminds me of the video game Stardew Valley. I see there are animals here as well.
What? How did that bird get in here? Professor, that bird's sitting on a book.
The bird appears to be guarding it. We'll need to approach it very carefully.
Let me talk to him.
Wow. Bird.
This will be my first attempt at talking to a bird, but here goes. Anything, Luke. He said he's not moving until he gets his favorite fruit, whatever that is.
There are plenty of different kinds of fruits in here. Does that mean that none of these are his favorite?
He didn't get that specific. Molly, do you have any fruitful insight? Mr. Lador said one tree here is quite sensitive, will bear very rare and delicious fruit under the right conditions. Perhaps that's what this bird seeks. So we have to wait around here until the conditions are just right for this tree to bear fruit, really?
Bird up.
Well, although the tree withers easily in the wrong environment, it will produce fruit instantly in perfect conditions.
I would guess that the blackout altered the environment here. If we restore power, could we make this tree happy, so to speak?
Ah, of course, there's a backup generator we use for this type of occasion. How could you forget something like that? How do we turn it on? Yes, there's a switch somewhere in this room.
Morty, did you forget where it is?
Don't be ridiculous, I'm just remembering gradually. My apologies.
It's okay, Morty, we can help you look for it. I bet it's on this cactus. Damn it, that's just a coin. It's the Rafflesia.
Found it, it's in this weird looking flower. Oh, I'm glad you found it, silly me. I think sticking your hand in that flower is going to require some bravery. Well, let's get brave and flip the switch.
Fruit.
Fruit yet? Look, that canal just filled up with water. There's a new piece of fruit up there. Well, that bird doesn't seem to be moving.
You know, the rind on that fruit looks pretty tough. Maybe if we can crack it open, the bird might be a little more interested in it.
Maybe we'll crack if we knock it down from the tree. Wow.
Wow. What a cool puzzle.
We did, Professor. Now's our chance to grab the book.
Make no mistake, this was left for us by the masked gentleman.
What's written in this one?
Let's find out. Once there was a very poor man who lived in a lively town. The man had nothing, but he got by with the help of the townspeople. One day, the richest man in town took pity on him and bought the poor man a shop so that he could earn a living. The poor man ran a good business and his shop thrived. His shop became known far and wide, and it grew into the most successful shop in town. Even the shops of the rich man who helped him could not compare. No longer poor, the man decided to buy all food in town so that he could make a great profit. The trusting people sold in everything. The man then raised the prices until no one could afford to buy any food. The man then sold the food to people in other towns. The man had become so blinded by money that he forgot the debt he owed to those in his hometown. The town he had called home, once prosperous, began to decline. The man's fortunes grew as the townspeople starved. He built a palace in town. It was the largest palace ever built, and his wealth continued to grow each day. The townspeople had no choice but to leave their homes, and in time the man was left alone in his empty kingdom. No one thought to rebel against him. There his vast loneliness, as open as the sea, swallowed him whole. Well, that story was horrible. These are children's stories? What's the masked gentleman trying to tell us here? A town suffering in the face of prosperity. A man growing ever richer and forgetting the great debt he owes. And emptiness. What do you think, Professor? A vast, wide-open emptiness, that's it. I believe that is the key here. Mori, what's the largest open space inside the hotel? The Grand Hall on the upper level, of course. Can you take us there, quickly? And that man was Walt Disney. That man's name, Albert Einstein.
It's here. I know it is. Enter. You still haven't found it, you incompetent fool. The mask is inside the hotel.
Sir, please accept my apologies.
Oh well, as long as you're sorry, I suppose everything is fine. Get the mask.
We will find it, sir.
The Garden of Healing. The City of Harmony. We have 2 of the 3. Which is just another way of saying we have nothing, isn't it?
Surprise! Lore Expedition. Lore Exposition. Our Grand Hall goes all the way to the top of the Reunion Inn. I wonder what it looks like when you look down from up there. I think we should investigate the area. Something here does look a bit suspicious. Coin. Professor, there was a book hidden inside that cushion. This one has a more elaborate cover than the others. What kind of story will this one hold? Let's see. Huh? It won't open. Seems you are quick to judge this book's cover as well as a cover. Let's take a closer look at this. Jewels to the lock. This book is locked up tight by some mysterious contrivance. The trick to opening it lies in the 10 arrow-shaped jewels adorning the cover. These jewels are arranged in a particular pattern, and rotating just one arrow will release the lock. Which jewel should you rotate in order to open the lock? Alright, let's see. This one. Should be pointed to the left.
How about this?
And by left, I mean it should be pointed to the right at the other gem. Very good. Now we can read it. What does it say? There was once a kind-hearted princess in a kingdom in the valley. This princess was so beautiful that suitors camped outside the castle for months to gain an audience with her. And then one day the princess saw a young knight pass by her window. The princess fell in love with him at first sight, and they were married. The knight was named king, and the princess named queen. One day the king and his minister set out for the mountains to slay a dragon that threatened the kingdom. The princess waited for her king to return. She waited and waited, but only the minister returned with news that her king had died. The minister did everything he could to comfort the princess in her grief. He comforted her night and day. After many moons of grief, the minister's kindness and patience finally reached the princess's heart. The princess's feelings for the minister blossomed into love, and she married him in a lavish royal wedding. It seemed that here the audience sat, rapt with attention, eager to bear witness to the final miracle of love. No one knew that the minister actually tricked the king into searching for the dragon and then trapped him in the cave. The minister now had the princess, the crown, and the country, but then... the masked gentleman must feel betrayed by someone he trusted, perhaps one who stole his love, while he was trapped inside a cave. Can understand why someone would be upset about that kind of thing, but what does this have to do with Montedor? The audience sat, rapt with attention, bear witness to the final miracle. Morty, does there happen to be a stage or presentation area somewhere within the hotel? A theater or a conference room, perhaps. Something to that effect. Well, we don't have a proper theater, but we do have a small auditorium that we use as a screening room on occasion. That must be the place. Let's go. The auditorium is rarely used these days. Do you think the masked gentleman is in here somewhere, Professor? I have no doubt he intended to lead us here. Is there anything behind the movie screen? Does it retract? Professor, look. Seems like we're just in time for the show. But then... the king awoke, trapped under a pile of rubble. The minister to whom he had entrusted his life was gone. The king used every last ounce of his strength to clear away the rocks and made his way back to the surface. When he finally escaped, he saw the minister living happily with the princess as husband and wife. That's it. That's the end of the story. Not the happiest ending I've ever seen. What do you think, Luke? I mean, Luke, Professor, where's Luke? Welcome, ladies and germs, parasites of all ages, to my little theater of revenge. He's just holding Luke like a freaking football. Might I interest you in a young British lad? I have one left, so you'll have to act fast. Unhand him at once, you fiend. Professor, help! He picked me up like a football. Fiend, for shame, Professor. I try my best to create entertainment for your amusement, and this is my reward. Boo on you. Layton, I know that your road has been paved with regrets that tear at one's heart. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you? For tonight's dark miracle, my revenge will rise to its dramatic climax as Montedor sinks into the earth below. And it's your destiny to suffer the same fate, Layton. This is the price you shall pay for abandoning those closest to you. Actually, you have earned yourself one special experience of suffering tonight. Leave Luke out of this. He's just a boy. Let me go. Just a boy, indeed. Toodles, my good man. Professor, we have to go after them. Let's go.
Hang on! 9, 10, 11, 12. Just how deep do you want to delve? I hope you've enjoyed this look into my world, Layton. I've left you one final puzzle, so that you may save your little friend. It looks as if he's in quite a predicament. And so high up. Oh my. Is it true, Layton? I've heard you have a history of letting your friends down.
3D. Puzzle 133, Grand Hall Rescue. The masked gentleman has fled, leaving Luke hanging in midair. Help Layton slide his way down the ropes drawn across the hall and save him. There are only a few places where he can jump from rope to rope. Use the panel on the right of the touchscreen to view the whole hull and hurry to Luke's rescue. Alright. Let's see. So, I think I want to go from L. Let's see. How do I get on that rope? I go from G. Let's see. Okay, so I think I want to immediately drop twice. And then another time. And then one last time. And then jump off right here. Goodbye.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
Sick flip.
Bravo, Layton. You risked your life and saved your friend.
Yes, well, as a friend once told me, no risk, no glory.
Well, I suppose I won't be needing this anymore.
It pains me to see you like this, Randall.
Randall?
But how? Well, isn't this quite the reunion? Now, my revenge is at hand. Master Randall? Is that really you? It is. Unfortunately for you. I have returned to take back everything you stole from me. The Azran treasure, my family fortune, and my Angela. Henry, you will know the pain I have felt all these years.
Randall, no! It's not like that!
Master Randall, please. You've got it all wrong. Let me explain. Oh, I would love to. But unfortunately, I'm not interested in your explanations.
You could at least tell us where you've been all these years.
Well, all right. Why not? What good is an untold tale? I first explored the ruins of Akbadine nearly 18 years ago. I was only a few steps from unlocking its secrets before I fell victim to one of its many cunning traps. I fell into a deep ravine where I could have died, but as fate would have it, an underground river broke my fall. The current washed me onto the banks of a remote village. The villagers nursed me back to health. I made a full recovery, but I could not tell the villagers anything about myself. My mind was a blank. You had amnesia? I worked in the village while I tried to recover my memory. Months went by, years went by, and eventually I gave up on trying to unearth my old life. Then one day, I received a letter. I know all about your past, in Red. I know who took everything from you, and I know how to get it all back. The letter recounted my life in great detail, and it said that the one who had betrayed me was a man named Henry. When I read that name, it was as though someone had turned a key in my mind. Everything came flooding back. I remembered all that I had, and all that had been taken from me. But the letter didn't end there. I have a plan to take revenge on those who have wronged you. You need only to don the garb of the masked gentleman, and they shall cower before you. So it was decided. I would have my revenge by taking back what was mine. And the letters continued, each one advising me on how to execute my plan as the masked gentleman. As each phase of my plan fell into place, I felt myself returning with it. The masked gentleman brought me back.
The letters. Professor, do you think...
I fear the worst, Luke.
This closes my tale of woe. However, we still have a few tears to shed. Henry, you shall bear witness as I ruin you, just as you ruined me. Master Randall, wait!
Wait, I have to flip these mystery cards over first. The Mask of Chaos. Randall used the Mythma and the Mask of Chaos to convince everyone of his power. This was a key element in his plan to take revenge on Henry. Wow. The Masked Gentleman was Randall the whole time. Yeah. Camille guessed this like a couple weeks ago. We were talking about it, and they were like, so, Randall's the Masked Gentleman, right? And I, like, in my mind, I was like, yes, absolutely, Randall's the Masked Gentleman. But I couldn't just say that. So I told him, like, oh no, Randall fell like 80 feet in a pit. How could he still be alive? That's dumb. Why would it ever be Randall? I'm sorry I lied, but you were correct. It's Randall. He landed in a river and was totally fine and lived on a farm for like 40 years. Well, not 40 years, it was like 18 years. And he got a super deep tan because apparently he worked on a farm for 18 years. And then he was evil. Now he's evil. Anyways, back to story. Chapter 8, The Final Miracle. This is the last one. We need to follow Randall, quickly.
Master Randall, how could he do this?
The last miracle, what is he planning?
Miss Ilador, I will accompany you. Thank you, Morty. We must make Randall see the truth before he does anything else. Come with me.
Where are we going? Oh, we're going outside.
I'm so delighted you all could make it.
Randall, this is madness. Come down from there.
Take a final look around. Henry, you stole everything from me. I treated you like a brother, and this is my reward? Allow me to return the favor. The destruction of Monte d'Or shall be my final dark miracle!
Randall, no!
Oh no, sand! You were my brother, Randall! Randall is just Anakin.
What's this?
Sand. All that about destroying the town. He's trying to bury us in sand. We need to get out of here, Professor.
Randall, stop this immediately! It's all a part of the circle of life, Herschel.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Watch closely, Henry, as your precious town is buried into oblivion. All roads leading out of Monte d'Or have been blocked off. Embrace the final dark miracle before you. When I'm through, every last one of you shall become one with the desert.
Professor, we need to do something. It's pouring in so fast. Henry, is there no escape route from here?
This town was carved out of an oasis. Monte d'Or is essentially a big bowl. If there's no way up, then there's no way out.
What can we do, Professor? Let me get hold of Randall for a moment, and I'll find out what we have to do. We must remain calm. Only clear minds will prevail here. We need to head for the monument in the center of town. The monument? Why? I'll explain once we get there. Everyone, follow me.
All right, then, to the monument.
We should take the tram. Thank heavens, the tram is still running. The closest stop to the Monument Plaza is Pumpkin Park. Very well, let's go. It's pandemonium here too. If we don't stop this, Montedor will be completely buried under the desert sand. What now, Professor?
I've got you now, you vile cur. Struggle all you want. Oh, Layton, is that you? I can't see a blasted thing in this sandstorm.
Roski, this is the result of the masked gentleman's final act.
I should have known. Let me at him.
Inspector, where are... Oh, never mind.
That Grosky sure is something.
Indeed. Chief Sheffield, I need your help.
I saw someone dressed like the masked gentleman heading for the plaza in front of the museum.
We don't have time to chase him down. We're heading for the monument to try to stop this madness. You need to get the townspeople to safety. Get everyone to the highest floors and the tallest buildings immediately.
You go it, Layton.
Where's Detective Bloom?
He said he was going to investigate the reunion inn. I haven't seen him since. April got scared and turned tail once the real trouble started. You know the hoity-toity London types. Beg your pardon. Don't worry, we'll get everyone to safety.
Do you think Detective Bloom ran away? We didn't see him at the reunion inn. Let's just head down Chance Avenue right now. We must get to the monument. The monument. Well, here, Professor. Now what? The sand is getting higher. If only we had the Mask of Order, we could counteract the Mask of Chaos and stop this. Tell us where it is, Henry.
Angela, what are you talking about?
There's no time to play dumb, Henry. Are you just going to sit back and let Randall destroy Montedor? Give me the Mask of Order, Henry.
I have no idea where it is. You of all people should know that.
Please, calm down. The Mask of Order is safe. There is no need to worry. Wait, what? How do you know that, Professor? I hate to interrupt this, but may I remind you that we're running out of time? Yes, right now, Montedor is in desperate need of a true miracle. Professor, what are you talking about? It's time to solve the riddle of Akbadine. If my theory is correct, we should be able to save the town from right here. Riddle of Akbadine? What does that have to do with saving the town? Why do we come here? We're nowhere near the entrance to the ruins. Oh, but we are, Emmy. I really have no idea what's going on. I was quite surprised by that old map of Montedor back at the Reunion Inn. Many years ago, I explored the ruins of Akbadine with Randall. I found a treasure, but nothing of particularly great archaeological value. That treasure was, in fact, left behind by the Azran to distract thieves from the truth that lay buried there. The Azran assumed that anyone who is satisfied with material riches wouldn't push on to discover the truth that is hidden there. Which was what? Tell us, Layton. Henry, you reached the bottom of the ruins as well. Do you recall the symbol there?
How could I forget? It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I never figured out what it meant.
Take a look at this.
What is it?
When the Reunion Inn was built, this area was still an oasis dotted with old ruins. This map shows the area here around us before Montedor was built. Using the oasis as the circled center, see how the remaining ruins hint at the shape of the original structures?
It matches the markings.
What does it all mean? It means the Akbadine Labyrinth stretches below the entire city of Montedor, and the deepest part of the ruins, the part that's remained hidden for centuries, lies directly beneath where we are right now. When I read the expedition logs, I knew you were onto something, Henry.
How could I have been so blind?
This is amazing, Professor. If we solve the riddle of Akbadine, I believe that these underground chambers will reveal themselves to be as they previously were. as they previously were. However, in order to do this, we need both the Mask of Chaos and the Mask of Order. Traces of another civilization far below Montador are the hidden ruins of Akbadine, a vestige of the once great Azran civilization. The remnants seen above ground are just a small part of that ancient structure. Wow.
Thought I might find you in the eye of the storm. What's this, Layton? Where is all this sound coming from?
No time to explain, Dalston, but the town is in grave danger.
I can see that. I suppose it's that masked buffoon's doing. Do you see what happens, Henry? See what happens when you try to put the police on me for your own gain? Dalston, stop talking for one moment and listen. Randall is the masked gentleman. Randall, you've gone mad. All this desert heat's finally fried your brain. It's true, Dalston. Randall is alive. Randall alive? But how? I'm not going to stand here and explain it all to you now. We're going to stop Randall. He's at the Gallery Plaza right now. Henry, wait. I'm coming with you. Don't get the wrong idea, Lador. I'm doing this to help Montador, not you.
According to the overlap of the markings in the map, there should be another entrance around here.
Let's split up and find it as fast as we can. I hope you know what you're doing.
I bet it's this sewer grate. Oh wait, is there not? Can I not see the zoom? There we go. This sewer grate.
Over here, Professor. Look, that's just a manhole cover. Oh wait, look at these markings.
I believe this is it. Puzzle 134, Breaking the Seal. Each of these stone slabs has 2 arrows on it. To open the manhole, you must fill the board with slabs so that all 4 rows, columns, and diagonals contain one of each direction of arrows. Alright, cool. That seems pretty simple. Let's see. Oh, I see. Bit less simple. Let's see. So one of them has to fit here. There's already a down and an up. So this one needs to be either a left or a right, and there's already a right here, so this one has to be a left, and then this is a right. So this can go right there. Next up from there, we know that this has to be a down arrow. And then these need to be an up and a right. Or an up and a left. In some combination. So it could be either that one or that one. Let's see. So if we put this one here, and then we would need an up arrow here. Let's see. I know this one has to go here because it needs a left and a right, and this is the only one that would fit there. So let's see. Then from there, up, left, down. We need a right arrow here. So we need a right and down, which is this one. And then if we put this one here, it should work. There we go. Done. Spin!
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
Now let's see what's beneath that manhole. Alright, let's go.
Herschel, don't we need to find the Mask of Order to solve the riddle of Akbadine?
Not to worry, I have it right here.
You what? Where? But how?
I found it at the Reunion Inn, of course. It was in the file room, right where you hid it.
Right where I hid it? Herschel, you must be mistaken. Why would Angela do that, Professor?
Why, to protect Henry, of course. I'll explain everything later. Right now, we need to save Montador.
What exactly are you planning to do? But, Professor, even if we have one of the masks, we need both of them, don't we?
I have them both, Luke. Angela, I'll need your help for this.
My help? What do you need my help for? What is all of this, Herschel?
This is the final chamber of Akbadine, the one that neither Randall nor I ever reached.
It was right under our noses all along.
And to solve this room's puzzle, we need to use both masks. Well, you said that you have the masks, did you not? Indeed I did, and indeed I do. This engraving was one of the messages that Randall deciphered years ago. We didn't know what to make of it then. When they are united, the bearers of chaos and order shall come. You see those pedestals over there? A mask must be placed in each one to trigger a hidden mechanism. Once we do that, I believe the ruins of Akladine will rise and elevate the city above the sand that is pouring in.
Honestly, I tire of your nonsense, Layton. Just tell me where the Mask of Order is.
Ah yes, you assumed that Henry found the Mask of Order with the treasure and that he was simply hiding it all along. Assumptions are dangerous things. Consider the message again. When they are united, the bearers of chaos and order shall come.
When they are united, wait, can it be?
Spin the gear. It was a combination lock on the mask the whole time.
Wow.
When they are united, the bearers of chaos and order shall come. The Mask of Order has been right here all this time.
It was so simple all along. How could I have missed it?
I need your help to solve the final puzzle.
Yes, of course. What do you need?
Puzzle 135, Mask Pedestal. 4 mysterious pillars have risen up. The ruins mechanism will activate when the arrows on each pillar point to the center. However, the pillars will only turn if Layton and Angela step on opposing buttons at the same time. Okay. Let's see. Ah, they went the wrong way, damn it. Hmm. Hmm. I think I almost got it. Let's see. I think I've actually made it worse. Hang on. There we go.
Now, how about this? Well, not bad.
I have solved the riddle at the heart of Akba 9. Now let's see if the professor was right.
What is happening?
Behold, Randall, the secret of the Azra. I discovered it. while you were busy seeking revenge. This ends here.
The Mask of Order and the Mask of Chaos are in fact two halves of the same artifact that can be separated at will. Far from counteracting each other, they have power only when used together. Wow. Save my progress. I wonder if I'm at the end game. Epilogue, the City of Miracles. What now, Professor? I must speak with Randall for a moment. Damn, Randall's about to get grounded 8 hours. Randall needs to know the truth.
What was that? What happened?
Amazing. Is everyone okay?
This is the true treasure of the Osram. The riddle we could not have solved 18 years ago, Randall. We were distracted by tales of fortune, while the most valuable archaeological find lay elsewhere all along.
You did it. You solved the puzzle of Akbadai. Spectacular. I must hand it to you, Herschel.
There is no puzzle without a solution. You taught me that, Randall.
Archaeology was nothing more than a passing fancy for you. And still you unearthed all of this. Incredible.
I had some help. Randall, are you all right?
Your skill has magnified my own faults. Even in revenge, I am a failure.
Nonsense. The important thing is that you're with us now.
Master Randall. Stay away from me! You stole everything from me! Everything! That's not true.
You still don't see? Henry took nothing from you, Randall. You were used.
Used? What are you talking about?
Everything you were told in those letters was a lie.
What do you mean?
The police thought there was someone behind the masked gentleman. They were right. Randall here was merely a puppet. There was someone behind the mask, pulling the strings all along. And that person is you! I wish I could say it's been a pleasure. Descolet.
Well played, Layton. Well played.
Descolet?
Who saw it coming?
Angela.
No one knew.
I found Angela trapped in a room at the Reunion Inn.
Where is she now? Right here.
I asked her to wear a costume while we played Descolet's little game.
I see. You pretended to be taken in by my Angela disguise until I helped you solve the riddle of Akbadai. You knew that you needed my help if you were to solve that final puzzle.
Very good, Descolet.
I knew I never should have used this has-been bumpkin.
I can't believe what I've done.
You're pitiful, Ascot. I gave you back your life and you failed. And Layton, you must tell me. How did you know?
Oh, it's only the most obvious disguise you've ever done, bro.
When I first arrived here, I spoke to the real Angela. But I definitely sensed a great unease within her. Angela had suspected Randall of being the masked gentleman all along. That was why she wrote me the letter. She was hoping that I would get to Randall before the police did. She thought that if I confronted Randall, I might be able to get through to him.
Yes, go on.
Despite our history, Angela wasn't sure what I would do if I discovered that Randall was the masked gentleman. But the next time I saw her, there was something different about her demeanor. Her unease had disappeared. And from that moment, I began to suspect Angela.
Perhaps I was too eager.
You gave yourself away when you asked for the Mask of Order to solve the riddle of Okbadai.
Yeah, you asked for it like 20 times, bro.
When I heard of Henry's mask, I needed to find someone to play the masked gentleman. Randall obliged. I had to convince Henry of the power of the Mask of Chaos with our dark miracles. I love that name, don't you? If Henry believed that the Mask of Order could counteract the powers of the masked gentleman, well then,
Descalay is such a theater kid.
surely he would procure this mask rather than watch his dear city crumble. Yes?
But when he did not, you grew tired of waiting. You became Angela so that you could get closer to Henry. But Henry still wouldn't reveal the location of the Mask of Order. And he couldn't, because he never had the Mask of Order in the first place.
Bravo, Layton. But I'm afraid all of the deductive reasoning in the world won't change the fact that I've already won. You've actually done my work for me.
What do you mean?
This has been a pleasure. Many thanks, Layton. Until next time.
Damn, how'd he jump that high? Mystery solved. It was Descalay the whole time, what a guy.
He was using me? I feel like such a fool.
Oh, Randall,
Angela,
I can hardly believe it. I've been waiting so long for your return.
how dare you? You never waited for me. You married Henry.
It's not...
Traitors! After everything I've done for you, Henry, you betray me like this? You stole my ideas and my research. And if that wasn't enough, you stole my love.
You couldn't be more wrong, Randall. Henry has been preparing. Preparing for the day you would return home.
When I would return. What does that mean?
Randall, you should know the truth about Montedor.
We have something to tell you. Now, just leave me alone, all of you!
Randall, when you disappeared, we didn't know if you'd ever return. We were destroyed, all of us. Your parents took it especially hard, of course. Their businesses failed, and the Ascot house fell into disrepair. All that time, Henry risked his life as he searched for you down in those ruins, but to no avail. In a strange twist of fate, he found the Azran treasure you were searching for all those years ago. Henry supported your parents with his newfound wealth, but he could not truly replace what they had lost. So he did what he could. He worked hard to build Montedor, and he cared for your parents as if they were his own.
Henry, is this true?
Plot twist, Randall actually loves Henry. That's why he's mad that he married
Henry
Angela.
never stopped searching for you. He always believed that you would return someday. He spent a fortune sending search parties down into those awful ruins. He built the Reunion Inn so that they would have a base near the ruins.
The Reunion Inn?
The Reunion.
I believe that was the first building established here in Montedor. Out here, in the middle of nowhere, the Reunion Inn thrived. That was quite a miracle, if you ask me. But not one without a rational explanation behind it.
And what was that?
Henry announced several rewards for anyone who could find the man named Randall. These rewards were so large that word spread quickly, and the Union Inn became a popular haunt. From there, the town prospered. Hotels and shops cropped up everywhere. A thriving city bloomed here in the desert. And Monte d'Or became the city we know today.
I can't believe it.
One might say that Monte d'Or is built around the idea of your return, Randall.
My return.
And that is the true miracle behind the city of Monte d'Or.
I don't know what to say.
Randall, it appeared as if Henry had stolen your family and your fortune. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, he spent his entire life preserving all that was yours.
But Angela... Is that my...
Randall, my marriage to Henry wasn't real.
What?
Your wife is not real!
After I lost you, Randall, I didn't know how to go on. My parents kept pressing me to get married. They wanted me to marry the richest man in town, Alphonse Dorston. I had given up so completely by that time that I probably would have agreed just so that they would leave me alone. But then Henry asked me. I'll never forget it. He said, "Will you wait for Master Randall with me?" Henry always believed you would come back. He helped me believe too. So we agreed to pretend to be married until the day you returned, Randall. Henry vowed that he would protect and preserve everything of yours.
Henry never took anything from you. He protected everything for you.
Can it be? Randall?
Who the hell is this old lady?
Mother! Can it be?
Randall! Oh, if it wasn't for Henry, I don't know what would have happened to me. He took such good care of me, Randall.
I understand. Oh, Mother. I thought I'd never see you again.
Randall, I believe this is yours. This document is proof of ownership for all properties attributed to the Lador family. It reveals that the Lador family fortune is in fact fully owned by a third party.
Third party?
All of the land and money attributed to the Ladors is actually in the name of Randall Ascot.
How can this be?
Yeah, why would they let him write them down? Like, oh, this dead boy owns it.
Henry created a replica of the Mask of Chaos, but not to steal the glory that ought to have been yours. It was the symbol of Monte d'Or, a beacon that would draw your attention wherever you were. Henry assumed you would seek out someone claiming to have the Mask of Chaos when you came back. His assumption was correct. But when the masked gentleman appeared, it was clear the police would come asking questions. Angela acted fast. She knew that if the police investigated Henry's mask, they would discover it was a fake. So she hid the mask and claimed it had been stolen in order to preserve the symbol of Monte d'Or's prosperity.
And also to keep Henry's beacon alive.
Randall, do you still feel that Henry has taken something from you?
What have I done? You weren't yourself. And now that you are, and back here with us, everything is going to be okay. Henry.
This was the true miracle all along.
The real miracle was the friends we made along the way. Mystery solved. I mean, I'm not gonna read this. It's basically just repeating what that entire cutscene just said.
What is this?
An
I'm sorry, Herschel. I let you down.
I can't pull you up. No, give me your other hand.
You can let me go now, Herschel.
Randall, you must just give me your other hand, Randall.
I can't. I've betrayed so many people. I'll never forgive myself. I don't deserve to live. Let me go.
Randall, I can't.
Henry! Master Randall, after all these years, there's no way I'm letting you get away from us that easily. Henry. I'm so ashamed of what I've done. And I don't deserve your kindness or your forgiveness. But why? Why would you do all this for me? Master Randall, do you really not know? You've always looked out for me.
That's young Master Randall's toy, not yours. You remember your place. Give that back this instant. Honestly, Henry, I don't know what you're thinking. Is this how you were taught? Are you some sort of common thief? I have half a mind to report you to the master of the house.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to play with it.
Oh, hello. Sorry to disturb you, young Master Randall.
Why did you take Henry's toy?
Huh? Young Master Randall, I think you're mistaken. This is yours.
No, this is the robot that I gave to Henry. Now then, if you'll excuse us,
What
I
are
have
you
half a mind to
doing?
report you to the master of the house.
Oh, all right, I'm going.
Master Randall, can you please forgive me for playing with your toy? Henry, it's yours now. But it's your favorite. Well, now it's your favorite. How many toys does one boy need, anyway? Come on. We're going on an adventure today. Thank you, Master Randall. I promise to take care of it and always treasure it. Let's find some more treasure. What do you say?
You taught me something invaluable that day, Master Randall. And gave me something to treasure. You treated me not just as an equal, Randall, but also as a brother. And that has always meant more to me than any amount of riches ever could. As the years went by, it became clear to me that our friendship was my most valuable treasure. I'm speechless. There's nothing more to say, Master Randall. We all knew you would return. We just didn't think you'd take so long. Henry. I'm so sorry. No more apologies. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Henry. Angela. I'm home.
This was a picture-perfect ending. Everything seems to have turned out for the best.
Agreed.
But I still have several questions about the Osran civilization.
I have several questions.
How were they able to build all those structures that were below Montador?
Indeed. I was wondering that myself. The Osran were much more advanced than I'd suspected.
Who were the Osran?
No, what, Professor?
What are
He turned out to
frogs?
be an amazing person. He waited so long for his friend to return home, and everything he built all those years was for Randall. It was all quite miraculous.
The greatest achievement is often the one that is the most selfless.
What other city can claim that it was built on a foundation of loyalty and friendship?
None that I know of. Quite fitting. It truly is the city of miracles.
Whoa, those credits look really rough. Holy crap. There's so much stuttering. I mean, that's what I gotta deal with, I guess, if I want wireless 3DS capture footage, but damn. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Not bad. Felt shorter than the last ones, although this was still a 3-stream one, so maybe it wasn't. There's a mid-stage Layton, before his hair is completely stupid. This credit song is pretty funky. I don't remember it sounding like this. The bottom screen is stuttering, the top one isn't. That's just a product of the software I'm using to capture it. I can set one of the screens as a priority, so that one stays smooth, but as a result, the other one has to be choppy. Nothing I can do about it. It's better than the alternative, which is pointing a camera at my 3DS screen and then putting that on stream. And the other alternative is getting an actual capture card, which is like expensive as hell and requires like sending my 3DS to someone to just jack in new shit, like weld in new circuits to it, which is wild. I mean, I could, theoretically I could do that, but I don't have a good camera to do that with either, so this is the best, by far, option. The end. But wait, there's more.
So then it has come to pass, and we shall see if the Azran were worth my trouble. I have sacrificed everything for this moment. Master, you've done it. Behold, the Nautilus chamber of Akbadine. It's quite your ground. It is perfect weather for a day of world domination. Trespassers, this site is now controlled by Targent.
Do we go quietly? These cowards are not in charge here. You are not recognized as any type of authority. And you disgust me with your demented worldview. I will not let you steal that which I have earned. Do this. You have no right.
Au contraire, my boy. Actually, I have every right. Now, let's just have a look. He's of no concern. Forget him. Secure the last of the Azran ruins. Years of work. Well worth it. Well worth it. Mist Hallory's Garden of Healing. Ambrosia, the City of Harmony. And now, the Nautilus Chamber of Akbadine. We finally have all three of the great legacies. And when I'm finished, the power of the Azran civilization shall be ours.
To be continued. That wasn't menacing at all. I'm sure that's totally fine. Nothing bad could happen. Did you enjoy Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask? You've reached the end of the story, but the game is far from over. There are 135 puzzles, which is a downgrade. Try to complete all of them. You can unlock new content in the bonuses section. Do you have what it takes to conquer the most baffling puzzles in the game? I think this is the smallest amount of puzzles in any Layton game, except for maybe the first game. That does not mean I'm going to do all of them, though. I've done enough puzzles in this one. So yeah, that's fun. Descale, the big villain for the past two games, is not even the biggest villain. There's an even bigger one who doesn't like Descale. That's fun. We'll have to find out what that's about next time. In the meantime, I guess I'll end the stream. It's been only 2.5 hours, which I guess is a long time. But in the scale of my normal streams, that's not very long. But I can't think of anything else I want to do, like, right now, that I want to start. Yeah, I think that's just it for tonight.